Okay, welcome to another video. It's oil change time. So things you'll need to start off with. You'll need a 12mm socket, a 17mm spanner, a litre of 10W30 MB rated motorcycle oil, a measuring jug, about a litre, give or take, some gloves to protect your hands, an oil drain pan and a funnel to refill it. Okay, first thing we're going to do then is we're going to unscrew the dipstick, which is this one here. Okay, one thing to say is you should have run the bike for about 5 minutes or so just to get the oil hot. I've just got back from about a half an hour ride, so it'll be nice and hot. So the dipstick's out, so you can now see down into the sump. So next we need to undo the engine oil drain bolt, just there. So that bolt just there, so that needs undoing. Before you undo it, make sure you put a pan underneath. They have a habit of draining down the legs on the PCX, so down here. So it's worth making sure you try and get something on the floor to protect it as well. Right, let's get that going. Okay, so the oil has now drained out. Typically, some of it all over the drive, but wash it off with plenty of washing up liquid. And the sump plug is back in, which hopefully you can see, which is just here. So just there, the sump plug is back in, and the oil that came out, difficult to tell, but it's pretty black. So yeah, so that's going to go to the household recycling centre. Right, next, oil strainer. So the oil strainer takes a 17mm spanner, just here. You take it off, make sure you don't lose the washer and stuff like that. Just give it a clean with some solvent and put it back in. To be honest, I've never had any particles in mine, so it's up to you whether you do this bit or not. If you're struggling to get access, this bolt can be taken off. Just frees up this cable, but I can normally do it without it. It's now time to put the new oil in here. It takes 800ml if the engine's already been running. Okay, so it's only 900ml if you strip it down completely and it's a dry engine. 800ml, and then we'll let it settle. Obviously, to get this in, the funnel doesn't quite fit in there, so to give you a little bit more room, you can take off these two exhaust bolts. So let's get that done. Okay, so with the exhaust cover off, you can see there's much better access to the oil filling funnel. Right, an alternative, if you don't want to use or take this off, is just to use a bit of pipe, which is what I've done, because I have found some pipeline around. So that just means that you can pop that in there. Obviously, just be mindful not to block it completely, otherwise it'll just fill up and then go everywhere. Let's measure out the oil in here, 800ml, using the recommended oil, which is scooter oil, 10W30, fully synthetic, MB rated. The MB is important, it's low friction, high efficiency, so should keep the excellent miles per gallon. It's currently doing about 135 miles per gallon, so excellent. Here we go. Okay, so the oil has now gone in. I'm just going to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, just to let it settle and level, and any residual oil that's in that pipe can just drain down into the... Last thing to do, fire it up for about 3 or 4 seconds just to get the oil circulating around the engine, the new oil. Turn it off, don't rev it at this point, and then just check for any leaks around the strainer and around the sump plug. So if we look underneath there, hopefully, maybe you can see, I don't know. But yeah, look for oil leaks, any oil on the ground, that sort of stuff, and then give it 10 minutes. It's really important that when you check the oil level, it's really important that you check it with the dipstick on the threads, so don't screw it in. So when you're checking it, clean it off, put it in and just let it rest like that, and take it off, and then you can take a reading. You can look to see where your oil is, and it should be bang on the lines. So I'll leave it 10 minutes. Okay, so final thing is just checking that it runs nice and smoothly. This is difficult to do with one hand, but turn the ignition on. Shouldn't be any warning lights anyway, but the oil pressure light would come on probably over here somewhere, but there's no warning lights, so we're going to fire it up. This is really difficult to do one-handed. So let's see how we get on. And I have to say, it is much quieter than it was. You can see my current miles per gallon, 135.6, so it's super good. So yeah, so there shouldn't be any leaks, so I'll let it run for a couple of minutes and then see how we go. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and until next time, bye for now.